City. I already know who you are. I've been following you for quite some time now.
Thank
but
you.
Could you take some time to go ahead and tell us who you are?
Yes. Okay. I'm just Nimmirah.
Just Nimmirah.
I'm just Nimmirah.
Listen to her.
I'm founder of People Influencing Culture. I told you a little bit about that. That kind of came about when I realized that I was doing a lot in the business, music especially, but I wasn't getting the recognition that I felt like I deserved. So I decided to start People Influencing Culture for the people like me who do things on the back end that people don't really glorify. Because you'll see an artist make this great single and everything, but you don't realize what was happening in the back. So People Influencing Culture is mostly for the people on the back end who do things and people don't really glorify them because they don't really know that this is who's behind this. I also do artist management. I have one artist right now I'm focused on, Mr. Splurge. I've told you a lot about him. New music coming. We got an EP coming, a 5-song EP.
Okay.
Bangers, 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 bangers. Anthems, because we make anthems.
And that's it. That's
it, straight up. And my last project is Apex Styles. I am a part of an amazing brand. It's a self-expression brand. It's X-rated, but it's X-rated in a good way. Like
expression.
Expression. Like things that you'll be thinking and you just won't say. We put that on clothing.
I feel like people who won't say it though appreciate that. Like I appreciate that someone is doing presenting my thoughts right now.
And that's why a lot of people really love our stuff is because they're like, that y'all really made a shirt that says that? Okay, I'm buying it because that's fire.
And it's fly. I have to.
Definitely. So.
Nah, that's really dope. And those 3 projects that you have going on make sense, I'm, as a friend, I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of you. I know you're proud of yourself, definitely, that you're doing big things.
Definitely.
But was there an issue, of course, besides the obvious, you were doing a lot of work, you were not getting recognition for it, and so this is a solution to that. But was there another issue that had you creating these 3, or your People Influencing Culture, managing Mr. Splurge and Apex, was there an issue that you wanted to solve by those projects?
Yeah, very simple. I just wanted to be self-made.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to be self-made. I had told you when we spoke a few weeks ago, I quit my job because I felt like I was ready to do it on my own. You know what I mean? I wanted to give myself that push because when you have that steady income, you're comfortable. And I had that.
And it'd be a good income. Why would you do more?
I had a good job. I was doing project management for pharmaceuticals. So it was an income that I could have just said, I'm good. You know what I mean? But I love music so much that this is what I want to make my life, basically. So I just wanted to do my own thing. You know what I mean? And that's why I decided to, be a part of Apex. That's why I decided to take on Mr. Splurge. Actually, he took me on. It's a funny story.
You had no choice.
I had no choice. And that's why I started People Influencing Culture as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's and you do have, especially with the 3 things that you're doing, and you as a person, you have a footstep in, a footprint, I should say, in the culture. It's a vibe. Every time I see any content from you, it's a vibe.
Thank you.
So how would you describe your vibe, your own personal vibe? How would you describe it?
My vibe is very chill. And
it is.
It is. My vibe is very chill. I'll be the person at the party that's probably just has a drink in her hand and not talking, but I'm having fun.
Right.
I love music so much. So if you put me in a room and you're playing music, I'm good. But I'm really chill. My vibes are really chill. I can read people really well, and I can tell if we won't rub well against each other. So that's why I knew this would be good because I could I felt a great connection. So I'm just really chill, really calm. I make a lot of jokes. People who really know me, I'm silly, I'm annoying, you know what I mean? But I'm
so
just chilling.
at this point, we're best friends. Like the same exact way. No, but one thing that you said that I want to highlight, only because I'm personally struggling with this. I literally just had a conversation about this morning. So you said you read people and you find out if you can, mesh well with them. So my thing that I've noticed is just because like I don't mesh well with someone doesn't mean that we can't benefit from each other, or we can't create dope content together. How do you allow, like, if you don't mesh well with someone, do you allow that to kind of like that friction to kind of stay there? Do you just push through it? Do you just follow your heart? Like, how do you give me this advice? This is for me.
I push through.
Yeah.
I push through because I'm in a business. Music is a rough business. It's harsh. So like you said, you're not always going to vibe with someone.
Right.
But if you have the plan, like a lot of times we'll sit out, we'll write plans, and we'll work with people that maybe I don't really see myself, being friends with, but business-wise, it worked out.
Yeah.
Sometimes business is business. You just have to
tough
it out and push through, especially if both parties can bring something to the table that will benefit both parties.
Yeah.
I usually do it.
And I feel like that takes a level of like confidence in yourself, like, not so much in the other person, like, or in the other person too, but so much more confidence in yourself. Like, I know that I'm going to put myself in a situation. I'm not meshing with this person, but I'm confident that we're going to create dope content.
Exactly. Yeah.
How do you explain like your confidence in yourself?
My confidence has definitely been something I've worked on. It was the person I am today is not the person I was even a year ago, honestly. One thing that really helped me gain my confidence was losing weight. I lost a lot of weight.
And you look good.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I lost over 100 pounds. So that was like a really big accomplishment for me.
That's huge.
Yeah, that really helped with my confidence. And losing my mom too.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but not having her around forced me. Because she's the one, like, that was my best friend. So she's the one who was always, if I was feeling defeated or something, she was right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, out of nowhere, boom, it's just me. Yeah. I gotta figure things out by myself. So, so that really helped with my confidence because I had to do stuff on my own now.
Right. Do you think you got comfortable with your mom around? Like, you got to a place where you knew, like, this is a safety net. I'm always going to have my mom here. Emotionally, she's going to be here for me. Physically, she's going to be here for me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, definitely. Like, I always knew, like, if I was having a bad day, that's who I call, and somehow she would just know the right things to say. So I definitely got very comfortable with her around.
Yeah.
And I think too comfortable to the point where I wasn't like really, I mean, don't get me wrong. I started music and everything when she was still here. But I wasn't going as hard as I go now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That shift.
Yeah, because it was just like, okay, if this didn't work out, mom's here.
Mom got me.
Mom got me. Like, you know what I mean? Because I started music when I was in college.
Yeah.
And I was living with her when I was in college. So like, if maybe I had an argument or something with someone and it just didn't work out, I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Mom's here.
Mom's here.
You know what I mean? But after she left, it forced me to, this isn't working out. Nope. Figure out another solution.
You have a choice,
figure it out. So I'm really good at problem solving.
Yeah. That's really dope. So for many people, like, I feel like that's one of the worst things that they could imagine, like, and I rightfully so, not even rightfully so, but like, I feel like some people, like, they'll go through that and will not figure out how to push through, go forward, live life. But you've actually used it, like used your mom passing and you not having her here, used it as a way to like build this confidence in yourself, which is why you're going so hard, like even when I see like the work that you put out, you ever see like somebody put out some work and you be like, dang, I feel that grind, or the amount of times that they do something or like you see them working every day, like I feel that grind, and of course it's inspiring. And I just feel like you have used the passing of your mom to like create this confidence and this grind and this hustle that you have. But like besides like that confidence, how else has like the passing of your mom shaped who you are, your vibe, the work you do? How has that?
One of the most important things is it's matured me.
Yeah.
It's matured me. Like, I was already mature, and now I'm just like double mature.
Yeah.
If that even makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
It does.
she, like, her passing definitely taught me, like, can I curse?
Absolutely.
It taught me, like, grow the fuck up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, ain't shit here.
Yeah.
You gotta do your own thing.
No one's gonna give it to you.
No one's gonna give it to you. As soon as my mom passed, we were a little bit displaced. Let me just speak for myself, because I do have two brothers. We were a little bit displaced. I decided to move to Atlanta because I felt like that was what was best for me. But that year that I spent by myself, without my brothers, without anyone, really taught me a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it taught me a lot. So then I came back and I got on my grind, and that's when I finally got my own place. Like, my own place, no roommates, nothing. I got my own. I got a good job and everything, but it took me that year of just going somewhere just with nobody I knew really to figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. It just really made me mature, and it made me stronger than I already was.
Yeah.
Because I'm generally a strong person, but that, like, made me really, really strong.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
in different aspects. And, like, you know, now with, you know, what I told you about my dad, I know how to handle those kind of situations, because I dealt with it with the most important person in my
your
life.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, now I know how to deal with it. So when
Yeah.
I lost my grandma, when I lost my grandfather, I knew how to move
Yeah.
with that situation. And then I've learned also that it's okay. Life goes on.
Yeah.
So either you go on with it or you don't.
That is an unimaginable concept. Like, at least for me, you know, like you said, it was the most important person in your life. So that's super inspiring, because for me, like, I cannot fathom moving forward past that.
Yeah.
But not only have you moved forward, not only have you made a life for yourself, you are shifting the culture, and you're shifting the culture rapidly through your music, through your style, through your vibes, through the work that you do. Literally, people influencing culture, shining the light on other people. Like, that's so dope to me, you know. Like, I tell you this all the time. I be like, damn, am I being creepy right now? Like, I keep telling this girl she's dope. Like, I hope she don't think I'm creepy.
No,
But I'm just so attracted to that. Like, I think it's so cool when, like, you know, you refuse to say, because no one's ever going to be like, yo, yeah, like, you lost your mom, like, but keep pushing. If you want to be stagnant, we understand you lost your mom, but you're like, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I'm not going to be stagnant. I'm not going to be here. Not only am I going to go forward, I'm going to be fly as hell as I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's super, super big.
Yeah, you just have to ask yourself one simple question. How would that person view me right now? If I'm drowning myself in alcohol, or if I'm drowning myself in drugs, or if I'm standing on this ledge about to jump, how will this person view me? And I know for sure my mom would be ashamed.
Yeah.
And that, I can't allow that thought. I personally just can't allow it.
You can't.
Because she's already not here.
Yeah.
So.
And you kind of have to, like, uphold her legacy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. So your mom is definitely a very big inspiration for you.
The biggest
Inspiration in what you do and how you give back, and, you know, the way that you move. But who else inspires you? Like, who else, like, has a hand in what you do?
Michelle. Michelle is probably one of the most important people in my life.
Yeah.
And she's probably the person who believes in me more than anyone.
Right.
Very inspiring. Anything I do, she's right there behind me. If I bring up an idea, I say, hey, I want to do this like this. She'd be like, you could do it. Go for it. Like, even before the interview, she was like, don't be nervous. You got this.
Yeah.
You got this. You know what I mean?
Yo, where's Michelle? Michelle, come on out, Michelle.
You know, she's like definitely one of my biggest fans.
Yeah.
So she inspires me just because of how much she believes in me. So I feel like I can't let her down.
Absolutely
You know
not.
what I mean?
You
I
can't.
don't know if it sounds weird, but it's like, damn, I have somebody who's really like rooting for me. Like,
Yeah.
I can't stop.
I call those people the home team. So you got the home team, and they like,
Yes.
of course they're gonna let you know, hey, maybe don't do that. But if it's something that aligns with your vision and your person, who they are, there's nothing that they would not do for you, you know?
Yes, definitely.
And you can't let those people down. You have an obligation to those people, to yourself. You can't let the home team down. So shout out to the home team.
Yes,
always
definitely.
there. Shout out to the home team. That's dope, Michelle. Hopefully while I'm here, I get to like see her, maybe grab a bite, because I would love to just like see what it is about her that I'm sure she's dope. I've seen her a lot on your social media.
She's dope. Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah.
If there's somebody who's more dope than me, it might be her.
It might be her. She might have you beat just a little bit.
She might have me beat.
Well, I can't wait to meet her. I cannot wait to meet her.
One thing I do love, my mom loved giving back to kids back in Kenya. So she used to like pay for kids' school, buy kids like a whole bunch of stuff for school and everything. Like that was her thing. Like when she left, I had a whole bunch of parents coming to me and said, hey, are you going to continue doing this? I mean, at the time I wasn't in the headspace to take on that project, but I've always wanted to give back, but in my own way. So then we did the sneaker drive this year, which was great. We partnered with one of our friends, Everybody Eats, and Pony, and you know, shout out to them for letting us be a part of that. And we gave away over 100 kids sneakers and socks, Pony sneakers and socks.
Wow.
Kids who needed them.
Yeah.
And that was my way of doing it, you know, because I love sneakers. So I figured, how can I do this? But I wanted to translate to me. I didn't want to just, okay, kids, no, I wanted to do something that aligns with what I love.
And who you are.
And who I am.
Definitely.
So that's how the sneaker thing came about. And it was amazing.
Yeah, I was just talking to, like on a previous talk, actually, we talked about like when we were in high school, giving back was just like, you go donate when like kids with the bells on Christmas time or a Red Cross or something like that. But like where we are now, 2019 going on 2020, giving back is anything, you know? So like you can literally have, like you can give back and like give a part of who you are to whatever you're doing. So especially for you and the way that you are, the person you are, giving back through a sneaker drive, there's no better way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a mission accomplished.
Definitely.
I was glad to see that when you did that. I was like, yo, how do I get up there to speak to her? Like this is so powerful.
Thank you.
And that's the big, like we can have all of these tools and we can have all of these gifts, but if you don't give it to the next person when we leave this earth, what's the point?
And that's what I always tell people, I always tell Splurge, I always tell my friends, like, we're doing all of this, but if we're not somehow reaching out to our communities, what are we doing it for the money?
Yeah.
And that's not the end goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Money, hey, money is great. Money is money, but at the end of the day, if we're not inspiring the younger generation to know that, look, there's other things you can do besides being in the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, if you're a rapper, let's go to the studio. Instead of you being in the street, let's go to the studio.
Yeah.
You don't have fresh kicks to wear to school. People are looking at you funny. Hey, here's a fresh pair.
Where were you when I was in middle school? Because I could have used some fresh kicks. I could have used some fresh.
I know.
It's okay. My Sauconys are still nice. Like, stop playing with me.
See, I didn't even have a pair of those growing up.
You didn't?
No.
Girl, and they were like from Goodwill or something like that. But they was fly. I wore it with everything. I wore it to church. I wore it to school. They was fly. Shout out to my mom for that. Mom's the best.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out to moms. No,
she made sure you had something.
She made sure I was fly. No, but yes, you gave back to this community. Another dope thing, I'm sure everybody knows because you scream Africa right now, but you're from the motherland. Gotta represent back home. Gotta represent Kenya in the house. Gotta represent. You already know.
All over.
I'm going back home in a couple days.
We got
tats.
All over.
Yo, I be feeling like I'm from Kenya. Let me stop. You already know 243.
We can adopt you if you want. Matter of fact, you're already adopted.
I'm already adopted. No, but how do you plan? Like I've been seeing, and this is cool too. Like lately, I've been seeing just like a lot of people that we know just like have a physical hand in like the development of Kenya, the children of Kenya. But what do you have in mind? Like, do you have anything in mind? Like, do you want to start like focusing on giving back to because I'd be talking about the home team here, but the home team really back home, you know?
Definitely. So I do have a really, really, really grand plan, which
the master plan,
which I believe I can accomplish.
Yeah, definitely.
Not today, not tomorrow, but it's definitely something that I've been talking to people about. So what I want to do in Kenya in Nairobi is create like an after school program. So this after school program is going to have an inbuilt studio. It's going to have an art room. It's going to have a music room, just different arts where kids can actually come and express themselves in a positive way. You know, it's going to have a section where they can make clothes and things like that, screen printing, because I feel like our kids in Africa are so talented, but our parents aren't pushing those talents. They're pushing doctors and nurses and lawyers.
My dad, are you watching this right now?
Yeah, my dad.
I want to be a rapper.
My dad did the same thing to me. That's why I went to school for biology.
Yeah. No, that is so important. Listen, next episode we're talking about that. That's so important because I do feel like there's a system that, you know, back home we feel like you will only be successful if you are a doctor or a lawyer.
Right.
So it's super good that like at an early age, like I'm guessing you're thinking primary school.
Yes.
Like in primary school, you can expose kids to like things that aren't, you know, doctors or lawyers.
Yeah.
And you can make buku money too, you know.
And then they stay out of trouble.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You'll have them come if a kid feels like they can rap, hey, let them come and record a song. If a kid wants to learn how to be an engineer, come teach them how to put the finishing touches to that song.
Instead of like after school doing something else. And it's really easy to get caught up in that back home. I know it's easy in the States too, but like back home is really easy.
Yeah, because I mean, if the kids don't have something to do, you know, so I really believe that this can be great. I think this can be really great. I think it can inspire a lot of kids, and I think we can create stars from that program.
Absolutely. The sound that comes out of Kenya is wild.
Yeah, it's just
wild. So there's definitely some talent that you can tap into.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're the person doing it, because I'm definitely about to pull up to the studio. Like, where do you get that?
Yeah, so if anybody wants to be a part of that, meaning if you have the money.
Hey, let it go fund me. We're going to drop that down here. Right?
Hit me up at Nimmirah on all social networks. No,
absolutely.
for real though.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna drop your handle here as well. All of your handles as the episode goes, because I think it is really important. Instead of just like donating to, you know, like these big companies, there are individual people that are trying to give back in the biggest way that they can. And if somebody does want to help, you can definitely link the two people
And that's
together.
the thing I like is there's people who are ready to be a part of, especially in Africa, and you know, whatever part of Africa. Like a lot of people are always ready. My aunt found someone to help her build a hospital because they were just really eager to give back, and they didn't know. So when they heard what her plan was, they were like, all right, come on, we'll do the funding, and it's in the works. So it's just about if the right person hears this,
they will, and I feel like we can create that bridge from like that person to your vision.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I do need to, you know, like help see you, or you do need to see this through, you know, like to the end. Definitely. I definitely, because we need that, and I can't speak for Africa as a whole, but I know like the things that go on in the Congo, like it breaks my heart that, you know, you could just be thinking like, dang, like if you had a program like this, would your mind be, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if you had resources like this. So it's really cool that, of course, we were blessed with the opportunity to come to America.
Definitely.
But I think like now is the time to, you know, like take what we've been given, take the tools that we've been given, and just kind of, you know, like return back, like bless the land that, you know, blessed us.
Blessed us,
yeah,
right.
Exactly. Was this hard though? Was the nerves worth it?
Okay, in the beginning.
In the beginning it was worth it? It's not worth it no more?
Just like, hey, ask me more questions.
She got all the time in the world now. No, I was nervous too. I was like, damn, I gotta present all this stuff. No, but
I was
like
kind of hot. I don't know if you noticed.
then we
my
started
hands.
drinking, and I'm just like,
just
oh
like-
my gosh,
I'm
nah.
like this. Yeah, my nerves.
No, you that was phenomenal. I'm so
I
happy.
had fun. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Thanks for having me.